watch is closing off, I'm dozing like a ghost, thinking that maybe I wouldn't notice, but it's colder.
I want to cry, you guys, because this is the first time that I've seen sunlight in our apartment. Like, I talk about this sometimes, but we live in an east-facing apartment, so that means that we basically don't have sunlight past 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. But it is super early right now. It's 8 a.m., which is very, very early for me. And we got a shipment. And I'm so excited. I just want to open this up right now, but basically we got a new rug. And I know you're probably like, Sarah, your rug's fine, but let me show you guys what the rug looks like. This is what our current rug looks like. And I don't know if you can see, but it's just so matted and linty. And it's been like this for a couple of months now, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I feel like I pick at these every other week, but I literally have rug pieces on my hands right now. I don't know how this happened, but I just pricked myself on something. I'm sweating my balls off. But we're finished, and she's cute. I didn't realize the color would be so similar to the floor, so it kind of like meshes into everything. I'm not quite sure what to do with the little wrinkles in here. So it's been a couple of hours since I unboxed the rug, and I don't know, I'm starting to have regrets. There's so many dents and creases that I don't know how to get rid of. And then Moose accidentally, or not even accidentally, he did this intentionally, scratched up this area and it has just lifted. Okay, this is maybe a better shot of it, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I also am like, did I pick the wrong color? Because it kind of just meshes into the floor, like when there's no sunlight. I did think after I unboxed it that this would be so beautiful with dark hardwood floor, because then the contrast with the light green would look so good, but alas, my disappointment is kind of sinking in right now. All right, rugs aside, as you guys know, I started my pottery journey a few weeks ago, and we're finally on to learning trimming this week, which ended up being my favorite lesson to date. Trimming is basically just removing the unwanted pieces of your piece and getting rid of excess clay and just refining it and making it a little bit more crisp. We started with unwrapping all of our pieces that we made in the last 4 weeks. I really didn't realize how much I've made in the process of learning, and truly having a hobby where I can make things with my hands feels so rewarding, especially now that I get to see everything that I've done. Personally, for me, progress always feels so slow in the moment, but looking back, it's really amazing and satisfying to just be able to visualize everything that you've done. But it's still an uphill from here. I definitely took some practice to get the hang of trimming, and a few of my pieces really weren't centered, so it was kind of difficult, but we got a lot of guidance from our instructor. She helped me a ton. And I also tried to create a little initial, because we have to initial all of our pieces so we don't lose it. Mine is basically an S flowing into a P with a heart on the side, which I think was my initial when I was a kid. Anyways, we also learned how to make a mug handle, which I ended up deciding to convert this bubble cup, which is my pride and joy, into a mug. So this is what it looked like with the handle.
Wow, that looks so good. What the hell? That looks so good.
Good morning, you guys. I'm really excited today. We're going to our first New York Fashion Week show, and I'm just like, me? I'm actually attending one held or actually 4. I'm attending 4 fashion shows this weekend held by the Global Fashion Collective, and they were so kind to like invite me. I'm bringing my +1 as James because he's our residential fashion guy. He honestly has been popping off lately. This is kind of the mother in me, but I'm like more excited for James to be going than I am for myself to be going, even though I'm like ecstatic about it. And we're whipping out the falsies today. Anyways, gonna do our contour. Also, I'm surprisingly not very nervous right now. I feel like because this is my first time, I just want to focus on having a good time and like, you know, enjoying the experience without stressing myself out too much, because I do that way too much. But I think it'll be a good time. Anyways, this is our look. I'm really excited. I think also because when I was younger, for like the longest time, I wanted to be a fashion designer, and this is like the world that I thought I would be in. I remember back in the day, I would always be like sketching out random designs. Back then is when like we would still get catalogs for different fashion brands, and my dad would always cut out all the cute dresses, and then I'd come home from school and then there'd be like pictures of different fashion models and different outfits stuck to my closet. But yeah, maybe one day my interest in fashion will be resurrected, and maybe this fashion show is gonna resurrect it today. Also, I'm so happy because I got complimented on my nails at the bank yesterday. I didn't even use any sort of brushes. I just kind of used a Q-tip to kind of make the little dots. And I'm so happy that someone complimented me because I was feeling pretty bad about this. Yeah, it just made my day yesterday. I also did this because it's Valentine's Day next week, and I'm going to Galentine's tomorrow, and I'm assuming I have a date on Valentine's Day. James does this really funny thing where he will only ask me to be his Valentine on the day of Valentine's Day. Every year I feel like I correct him and I tell him that you're supposed to ask your Valentines out before Valentine's Day, but maybe I'm wrong because he thinks that you're supposed to do day of. So let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure I'm right though. Anyways, I am totally not keeping track of time, but I think I'm gonna be late, so I'm gonna like try to throw together an outfit and let's go to the fashion show. All right, let's zoom through this weekend. So I got dressed in these cute little booties that I never wear and an all black coat, and put on some colored contacts, which I kind of regret because my eyes were burning the whole time. But the space was so lovely, and I was a bit late to the show, so it started pretty much when I got there. Some of the looks were very wearable and lovely, like these nice tops, dresses, and skirts. And then there were some that were more out there that still look super cool, like these colorful beanies and this super structured gray jacket. This one I wasn't too sure about, but oh, and this one, and not to mention my sleep paralysis demon ended up showing up. Yeah, that one was surprising, but I feel like I really got to see the whole spectrum, and honestly I respected all of the pieces that I saw because they were just so cool and so unique and so creative. And this was only day 1, so I was super excited for day 2 and all the other fashion shows. And afterwards, there was a weird 3-hour gap where I went back home and then grabbed my favorite +1 to join. Here's the venue at night. It was so spacious, and sometimes when I'm with James, I forget that we're in public, but he enjoyed the show. It's so busy right now. I know, it's a little too much food. We took a little pit stop because we're hungry. I honestly don't know what tempted us, but we were en route to get ramen and passed by this barbecue steakhouse, and we just had to stuff our faces. And on to day 2. I actually had a little Galentine's to drop by. My friend Kat held it at her apartment, and it was so girly and so pink and everything I've dreamed of in a Galentine's. I did have to hop out a little early while we were doing candle painting so I could pop into the second day of fashion shows. No one was vibing to the music at the show, but I'm gonna be honest, it was a bop. Here are some other looks that I managed to capture. I'm not kidding, I have probably 50 hours of footage from the fashion show that I don't know where to put anymore. But overall, I'm so grateful that I got this opportunity to attend Fashion Week. Hopefully this isn't the last one, but definitely when I'm 40 years old and looking back on my 20s, this is a memory that I will keep with me.
I was kind of thinking more like cinematic vibes, so yeah.
I don't know. So I think this is pretty cinematic.
I think our shadows are having a moment.
Hot take. Sphinx cats are so much cuter than Siberian cats.
It's disgusting.
Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable.
Take out the accountable and I'll do it.
Hold me. I think this is the first time I've come here today.
Yeah, that makes it really nice. Blocker, I hardly know her.
Did you make a trip back yourself? I did, yeah. That's cool.
I think it's been a good like half year since I've been to Vital. I'm kind of scared. I want to go first. I'll try the orange.
It's just, I think you can do it.